Your mama need to go. Your mama need to go. Your mama need to go.
Your mama need to go. All right, y'all, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while. However, I'm not going to really do a recap of the episode from this past week. I'm just gonna pretty much talk about a few things that happened that I thought were hilarious and actually interesting for us to look forward to in the next couple of episodes, and also for the reunion, right? So one of the things that I just found to be funny was Martell. Like, Martell, he's starting to grow on us a little bit, you know, in these last few episodes, and this was just hilarious. You know, Tisha was sitting there thinking she was about to, you know, play on the defense and get ready for whatever was coming at her from Mr. Martell Holt and Miss Melody Cherie. However, I don't think she would have ever expected that "your mama need to go" was gonna come out of Mr. Martell Holt's mouth. Now, you guys, tell me what you think about this. I mean, a lot of people feel like Miss Wanda is great for the show. They feel like, you know, she brings humor. Some people feel like the way that she talks is hilarious and brings a different dynamic to the show. What do you all think? If the group is saying that Miss Wanda needs to go, do you think that the ratings would suffer without her, you know, comedy? Or do you think they'll be just fine? What do you think? Now, this is what I find interesting. People seem to feel like if you like Melody, then that automatically means you don't like Tisha, right? Or if you like Tisha and Miss Wanda, that means you automatically don't like Melody. I honestly think there are more people than not that really don't have a problem with Letitia that like Melody. It's more so they just like Melody more. And they probably pity the fool in her. The fact that, you know, Marcel always sits up here and makes her look crazy. Like, just in this recent episode, he's sitting up here agreeing, saying, you know, she's right, Melody's right, you know, yeah, she's right, she did right, you know. It's always, or whenever there is an issue between themselves and the Holt, I'm telling you, 50-50 chance Tisha knows that her husband is going to side with Martell and Melody. You know, and I'm starting to believe what they're saying out here in the streets, that it's because the Holts or Melody and Martell have something over Marcel, y'all. Now, I'm telling you, the 20 women's, okay, that's never going to live down. They're never going to live that one down. In order for her own mental health and stability, Tisha might need to go ahead and do like Miss Wanda and go get her little boyfriend. I'm just saying. So, just to wrap it around, you all remember there was a time when Martell was going around and he was like, Miss Wanda's done. She's done. She's not filming anymore. This is what this is where it came from, right? So, I think people were assuming when he said that, it was like, oh, she's not filming anymore. But what they were really doing is saying, look, we don't really want her around. While we're doing filming, she's making people look bad because she's causing chaos and confusion. We'd much rather her, you know, stay out there in the bushes. And so, you know, when she was, people were bringing that to her, like, so are you off the show? Is it true you off the show? And the reason why she was saying she didn't know about it or she wasn't off the show, it was because they hadn't talked to her about it, right? Look at how Letitia was looking in anticipation for this conversation at the white table, during this white table talk, all right? So you can imagine the way she's going to feel when she has to go to her mother and say, hey, people don't want to film with you. Yeah, you're binged. Yeah, so that's all that was, pretty much. Now, what I also find interesting is the fact that they sat at that white table during their white table talk, and they sat there and said, y'all, we're going to have to do right by each other. Yeah, you know, we need to have some rules, some guidelines, don't overstep boundaries when it comes to social media, when it comes to talking about people's kids, their mamas and all this stuff. We got to have some type of, you know, rules, some regulations out here in these streets. And honestly, I'm like, I don't even know why they came to that agreement in the first place. Let's be honest. Like, Melody at one point was calling out Marceau in comments. You know, we've got all these lives that people were doing, calling out people. And I will say, Letitia, you call out Melody a lot. All right. You always got something to say about Miss Melody. You remember when they were riding in the car, she said, well, that's what I don't like about Melody. Melody's always playing with words. She's always mixing words and stuff like that. She, to me, has the most to say. And I honestly think it's rooted in the fact that she knows that Miss Melody Cherie knows something about Marceau. Because most of the time, Melody, she's really on her, especially nowadays. And what I was referring to before about Melody saying things on social media, that was before she really got into her new journey and finding peace, right? And I don't blame her, because most of us would be windmilling it out, okay? Ready to knock anything over in that instance. And when she first started going through that whole thing that she had to go through publicly, right? I think most of us would be knocking some ish over, okay? And also, can you blame Melody? Like, these were the people that she helped out. These were the people that she thought were her friends. And here she is. Oh, y'all knew this whole time. You know, y'all knew this whole time. So I get where she's coming from. You know? So in the next episode, like I said, we see that Letitia and Marceau are going to try to confront Miss Wanda. It's not going to go well. We see that Mark is going to make an appearance. I see where people are saying they're going to boycott the show because of Mark. I don't understand what's wrong with this man. Like, he's sitting here, he's upset that he feels like Ben basically dismissed him or their relationship, but it's just like, dude, move on. He's acting as if he talked about having all these women and, you know, acting as if she was just another letter in the alphabet. So it's like, why are you so upset? Why are you harboring all these feelings? Because she said, basically, in a sense, that, you know, y'all were just friends. Maybe at the time y'all were just friends. Move along. You sitting up here keeping stuff on the Google Drive, keeping stuff, you know, in the file cabinet, locked up, fireproof, waterproof on her. Like, that's weird, Mark. That's weird. You need to stop this whole, I don't know, like, what are you after? It's almost like, side note, do you guys think that Mark is jealous of Marceau and Martell? And that he's just doing all this just to get some limelight? Because the way he's acting, it's even worse than, like, I don't even know where you classify this level of behavior. It's just so stank. It's stank. That's what it is. It's stank. So, I don't know. Let me know. Are you guys boycotting the show on Saturday? Y'all, I mean, what y'all doing out here? What we doing? Let me know down there in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you real soon in the next one. Peace.